What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we're going to be looking at a lot of the amazing Advance Deck Beelzemon support that has been just trickling in throughout the week. So without further ado, let's dive in the video and talk about it. So let's take a look at the Beelzemon Starter Deck 17, aka Advanced Deck. It is a very powerful out the gate. First card that we're going to talk about is Balmon. When Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck. When Digivolving, this Digimon gets plus on deletion. If you have 10 or more cards in trash, you may play Beelzemon from your trash without paying its cost until the end of your opponent's next turn. The only downside to this is if you don't pop it by its attack, this thing's not going to probably get into a Beelzemon because your opponent is not going to let you get a free Mega out of the deal, or they're going to pop this at the wrong time. So feeling like this card is okay, but I don't feel like it's going to be like a full playset in the final deck's revision. And it also has an hair bowl. Your turn, when this Digimon has Demon Man or Demon Lord in its trait, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. Really good. The extra DP does help out, but let's even take in the comparison for Balmon here. When Digivolving, you may trash up to 3 cards from your top of your deck. So instead of being on Digievolution, this card can at least be in Raising and pulled up, which is really important because being able to get multiple mills really helps the deck speed up its synergy. So I feel like this Balmon is going to be at least a 4 of. And then on deletion, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, you may play 1 Beelzemon from your trash without paying its memory cost. So this one is consistent on deletion. The other one is a basically full rotation, and then it becomes a walking vanilla that either you Digivolve up into Beelzemon or not. So something to think about when it comes down to this. I feel like this is going to be a 4 of copy, while this one will probably just sneak in as a 2 of, maybe 3, because you really don't want to use this, but it's like the second best ultimate probably that you want to use besides Skullsetamon. So I mean, it's going to be that kind of hit or miss situation. I feel like either you're going to play this or you're not. It's up to you. He would be technically probably great sideboard fodder, especially if you knew you were going to be walking into heavy security control stuff that is easily going to kill this thing. So I mean, that's probably the idea there. But let's take a look at the next one. Beelzemon Blast Mode. So when this card is trashed from your deck, delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon. For every 10 cards in trash, increase the level of this effect by 1. So this card can get up to popping level 7s if you get 40 cards in there. And then when Digivolving, unsuspend this Digimon. If you have 20 more cards in trash, gain 3 memory. So what's really good about this, it at least gets 2 attacks in, which isn't terrible, and also has the ability of gain 3 memory. This card, if you brought it in through I Am Mako, at least this card will be coming for free, because if you're at 20 cards in trash, it's at least plus 3, and at least sneaks in another attack. Outside of that, it's nothing too crazy to go home about. I think this is going to be like a 1 of. It is a 14,000 DP, because comparing it to its counterpart, Beelzemon Blast Mode from EX2, this card only pops level 4s when milled, but that's fine because it's when Digivolving deletes all your opponent's Digimon with the highest level. So this gets to clear boards very easily and come back really nicely. And then your turn, for every 10 cards in trash, this Digimon gains security plus 1. So I mean, that extra security plus 1 can actually apply a lot of pressure, but I feel like the ultimate lineup is going to be 2 Beelzemon Blast Mode from EX2, 1 Blast Mode from the Advanced Deck, and 1 Death X. So that's kind of how I see that going. Next, let's talk about I Am Mako. On play, reveal 4 cards, the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card from among them with Evil, Wizard, or Demon Lord in its traits to your hand. Return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. Helps synergize, and I like that it lets you grab majority of your targets, which is really nice. I mean, the whole deck is Evil, Wizards, or Demon Lords. So then you also have your turn when your purple Digimon digivolves into a purple Digimon. Your Digimon digivolves into a purple Digimon. Try to say that 10 times fast. You may suspend this Tamer to return one card from your hand to the top of your deck to gain one memory. On play, play this card without paying its memory cost. Not bad. I mean, being able to search pieces that you might need, really powerful, especially at a 3 cost. And then being able to return a card to the top of your deck and gain one memory, really strong. Do I think it should have been a 3 cost? Probably not, because let's be honest, this is just basically Cool Boy in a way. And I mean, why is it that Cool Boy wasn't a 3 cost, but this is a 3 cost? I don't get that. But then we also have Ayamako here from EX2. This is how it's going to complement very well, because you can get that blast mode on top of your deck. Helps you not mill out either, because slowly you can add pieces back in, and that really does help out. And then if you have 2 or less memory, set it to 3 for this Ayamako. But also this card suspends by trashing the top card of your deck. If you're attacking with a Beelzemon, you can digivolve into blast mode. You just need ways of getting in from your blast mode to game, pretty much. Sometimes that's all you need, is just be able to stack the deck again. Then we do have the new, let's see if I can get this nice and big, the new alternate art for our BT2's secret of the Beelzemon. So looking at this art, I really do like it. I don't know if they'll censor it because of the smoke here. We might not see the smoke on the guns when it comes to us, but we'll have to see. But like, taking a look at these, it's really awesome to see these. I like the art, but I feel like they could have been better, and this one really takes the cake here. Yes, nostalgia will take precedence over a lot of players, but this is pretty solid here. I like the art. I think it's a very solid art. So, it also lets people get into the game very easily. And then we have Witchmon. So when digivolving, trash 3 cards in your deck, the top 3 cards. Inheritable, your turn. If this Digimon has Demon Man or Demon Lord in its trait, it gains plus 2000 DP. Not bad. I think being able to mill and stuff like that, I don't know. The extra 2000 DP really does hit magic numbers, especially we only had Impmon. Now we're at least gaining into 17, 16 range consistently, which is really good. But I don't know if this card will make the cut, because we have, you know, cards like Wizardmon promo, Dobermon, and then we also have card that is Lowymon that's needed in the deck. I just don't see Witchmon actually making the cut very easily. And then another cards that were shown off were our good boys here. We'll talk about the Yaman. So first is inheritable when attacking once per turn. If this Digimon has Demon Man or Demon Lord in its trait, trash the top 2 cards of your deck. So I think we can possibly see this card being in the deck. I'm not going to say no, but I think it's very solid all in all card. Just being able to mill the top 2 really does speed up your deck a little bit, and I think that's going to be a very solid Digitama. Next, we did get Impmon shown off. This one is similar to the Guillemon and the Vmon. So when attacking, if you have 20 more cards in your trash, this Digimon can digivolve into a Beelzemon in your trash for Digievolution cost 3, ignoring its Digievolution requirements. And then when a card is trashed from your deck, delete one opponent's level 3 Digimon. Not a bad inheritable, and it's very powerful for its super rare status. And I think this is very much going to go forwards as being the go-to Impmon for a good while. And it's just because you can go into Beelzemon, this Beelzemon on top of it for 4, or you can go into, you know, any of the other Beelzemons that you might need. Next, we do have this Beelzemon. So when digivolving, trash 4 cards from the top of your deck. All turns, when a card is trashed from your deck, for every 10 cards in your trash, gain 1 memory. So if we are able to mill on our opponent's turn, that might really help us out. And then when a card is trashed from your deck, this Digimon gets security +1. So what's happening here is that the starter deck Beelzemon and the blast mode kind of just go hand in hand. At least you get 4 checks that way. kind of happens earlier on with that. That's not terrible trade-off because, you know, as long as one card's trashed, he instantly gains the plus, and then you can Digivolve on top. So it's not bad. It's really powerful. It's very consistent, and I don't hate it. You know, the other counterparts are okay. Like this one, you know, on play when Digivolve, you may trash 3 cards from the top of your deck. Then for every 10 cards in trash, delete when your opponent's level 4 or lowers. I feel like this card is just not cutting it, but it does have that inheritable here. Gain 1 memory for every 10 cards in trash. At the end of the attack. So, not a bad trade-off there. And then you have this Beelzemon, which is probably the go main too, still. So, you'll probably use this one at full 4. Probably splash this one at 2. And maybe do him at 1. So, feel like that's kind of how that's going to go. The 4, 2, 1 might really flesh out the deck. And it's very just powerful in general. So, I feel like that's just really useful. And then we do have poor Cupamon. So it's a blocker, on play, trash 2 cards from your deck. So the on play for 4 costs is never bad. So I feel like a lot of this is really good cards, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the deck has for it. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Remember, like the video, comment, and stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!